Hi there, and welcome to this lesson. In this lesson, we'll be learning about formulae, okay? And on the formula, we'll be learning to substitute. Formula is a plural of formula, okay? And we'll be learning about substituting into formulae. Now, as the lesson progresses, anything you don't understand, be sure to get across to your tutor, who would be more than happy to help. And yeah, let's jump right into the lesson. So formulae substituting into formulae. Now, a formula is an equation with letters which represent defined quantities. Okay, so basically at this point you should pretty much know what a formula is, and we use formulas to solve for certain quantities. Okay, with different variables or different parameters. Now, an example of a formula is for the formula for finding the area of a circle. So we have area equals pi r squared. So this is a formula. So we have area equals pi r squared. And usually you would be given values for pi and values for r. And you'd quite simply just need to substitute those values into this formula to get your area. Simple, straightforward. Now, another example, another common formula is the formula for interest. So we have interest equals PRT over 100, okay? And in this case, we have P as principal, R as rate, and T as time. So, and basically, if you're looking to solve for interest, you just substitute values for principal, rate, and time, divide by 100, and you should find your your interest. And we're going to pretty much do that. Okay, so substituting into formula is pretty much exactly what I just explained. So you're given a formula and you're given a formula and you're given values to substitute into the formula to get your desired outcome. So you have interest as a good example, interest as principal times rate times time, and you're given your principal as $1,000, your rate as 2%, your time as 2 years. Again, to find the interest, you just put for P you put 1,000, for R you put 2, and for T you put 2, and you say 1,000 times 2 divided by 100, and you should end up with your interest as $40. Simple, straightforward. Now, let's do some examples, okay? So, example 1. The perimeter of a rhombus of side d centimeters is p centimeters, okay? Where p equals 4d. Okay, so we have the perimeter of a rhombus, okay? And the perimeter of a rhombus, the formula, it's represented by the formula p equals 4d, where d is the side of the rhombus, okay? Now, we've been asked to find the perimeter of a rhombus of side 3.2 centimeters. So, to find the perimeter of this rhombus, we quite simply just need to substitute the value we have there for d in the formula. And what we have is we have p equals 4 times 3.2, and what we have in the end is we have 12.8 centimeters. Simple, straightforward. Okay, and then we've been asked to find the length of the side of a rhombus if the perimeter is 14 centimeters. Okay, and basically we have that perimeter equals 4 times d. P is 14, so we have 14 equals 4d. Okay, and what we have in the end, basically you have 14 equals 4d. You just solve this as a linear equation, and what you have in the end is you have d equals 14 over 4. D is 3.5 centimeters. Simple, straightforward. Another example. So, example 2. And for example 2, we have the formula T equals 40m plus 25 gives the time T in minutes to cook mkg of meat. Okay, so basically this formula here gives the relationship between the time taken to cook a piece of meat and the mass of that piece of meat. Okay, so given the mass, the higher the mass, basically the more time it takes to cook that piece of meat. And we've been asked to find how long will it take. We have the formula as T for time equals 40m, m for mass, plus 25, and we've been asked to find how long it would take to cook 1.2 kilograms of meat. So m is 1.2 kg, and we have that T equals 40 times 1.2 plus 25, And what we have in the end is we have 48 plus 25, and that gives us 73 minutes. Simple, straightforward. Now, we've also been asked, find the mass of a piece of meat which would take 2 hours 9 minutes to cook. So we have T equals 40m plus 25, okay? And in this case, T, the time is 2 hours 90 minutes, or 2 hours 9 minutes, or 129 minutes. Okay, and we have that 129 equals 40m plus 25. And we just work that. We have an equation there, so we just need to solve for m. We'll go ahead and do that, and what we have in the end is we have 2.6 kilograms. Final example. A stone is dropped a distance d which is falls in t seconds, given by the formula d equals 4.9 t squared. How far does it fall in 3 seconds? Okay, and how long does it take to fall 490 meters? So we have this formula showing the relationship between the distance that a stone falls through, okay, and the time it takes to cover that distance, okay. And we have d equals 4.9 t squared. So t is 3 seconds. So d is 4.9 times 3 squared. So you just put 3 for t in the formula. So 4.9 times 3 squared. And what we have in the end is we have 44.1 meters. Simple. Okay. And then we've also been asked to find how long it would take this stone to fall through 490 meters. Okay, so 490 equals 4.9 t squared. And if you just work that, you have a linear equation there. If you just work, basically divide both sides by 4.9, you have that t squared equals 100. And what you have in the end is you have t as 10 seconds. And yeah, that's it. Very, very, very simple lesson. Okay, the bulk of the work we'll be doing would be in the next lesson. We'll be learning about change of subject formula. But as regards substituting into formula, it's pretty much quite straightforward. Okay, you just need to get the right values into the formula, and from that point on, it's pretty simple. Okay, so you just go ahead and solve the questions on the worksheet. Bye for now.